Well, you know the holidays are right around the corner when we start talking Nutcracker. And this year's performance from the Nashville Ballet will be better than ever. So Jenny Ciali is heading out there to see how they get ready for those iconic roles.
The Nashville Nutcracker is a holiday tradition for many. And this year it will be more magical than ever. But have you ever stopped and thought about what it takes to pull these magical characters together?
Well, I portray the role of Drosselmeyer. It's a pretty lengthy process. You know, the design of the character was more than just the clothing. It's also the hair and the facial hair and all that. And so the very first thing that has to happen is I have to eliminate all of my personal features to create a blank canvas. In our production of the Nutcracker, our Drosselmeyer is a younger man, a little more vibrant, a little more elegant, and so he has like this shocking red hair, you know, whereas typically he'd be like an old, gnarly, gray-haired man.
Creating the character of Drosselmeyer takes a lot of time and practice.
There is a lot of period facial hair, mutton chops, and all that sort of stuff.
The hair is a big piece and had to be specially made just for this character.
Facial prosthetics is made much in the same way that a wig is made. There's a foundation of skin-toned mesh that in each hair is individually tied to it to create the necessary part that you need, whether it be a mustache or a beard or a chop or an eyebrow even.
And with the facial hair and makeup done, next comes the costume. For Drosselmeyer, it's a pretty basic get-up, but it's underneath his coat where the magic really happens.
There are over a dozen magic illusions that happen back to back in the first 15 minutes of the party scene, and so all of that has to be prepared personally by the performer. You can see everything from a basic production of a bouquet of flowers. That's a very classic illusion. We produce things out of thin air, we cause objects to float and levitate, all the way up to making a person disappear before the eyes of the audience.
For the Sugar Plum Fairy, getting ready is a whole different ballgame. First, she starts with the makeup.
She needs to be dramatic, but not too heavy. You know, everything needs to be light, like rosy pinks and light browns. I like to open my eyes with the makeup. So I just want everything to pop so everyone can see my facial expressions.
No facial hair or prosthetics for this character, but she does have a pretty large headpiece to deal with.
The headpieces are really big, so you really have to spend a lot of time putting lots of pins in there so it doesn't fall.
And let's not forget about that costume.
Big flat tutu so that the legs can be shown off on the bottom. It can be a little constricting, but we wear it a couple days before we go into the theater to get used to it. It loosens up for you. You can actually sit, because we actually put on the tutu first and then we sit to put on our pointe shoes. So the sitting's not so bad. It has to be very compact and tight in order to do the partnering.
Nashville's Nutcracker will be at TPAC's Jackson Hall December 7th through the 22nd. Tickets start at just $35, and you can buy them online at nashvilleballet.com or by calling TPAC.